I'll be honest with you, man. I think Conor's pretty underrated. But, I mean, I think Dustin alluded to this already, but he's got to make it – he's got to muddy the waters, man, because technique for technique, there's just not a lot of guys that are going to be able to stand in front of Conor, you know. I think there's been a couple guys, and it's easy to say this. I think there's been a couple guys that have tried to try to attack the lead leg of Conor, and that's not an option, man. He's too bouncy, too in and out. His range is too good. So very rarely can you get a hold of that leg with a good bite on the low kick to actually do anything that would get him to get some respect. So I don't like the low kick option with him, and a lot of time when people kick, it puts them defensively flawed anyway. So I'm not a fan of the low kick at all on Conor. I think Dustin, it's pretty simple. I think Dustin needs to put some pressure on him. You have to put pressure on him, and you got to like make him fight you, not box with you. You got to make him fight. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be 50-50 exchanges. The range has to be very awkwardly close. If I'm Dustin, I maybe like fit in early with no intention to take down, but just to get close and at least make it a 50-50 exchange. One of the things that Dustin does extremely well is he's gonna make you fight him. Like he did this with Gaethje. He's done it with everybody. Hooker. He gets in and he makes you fight him. So it's not. He plays in that dirty, like almost like, not to sound weird, but that intimate range that's very close, very personal. And I think that's exactly what he's got to do here. All that being said, it's easy to say that you're going to do that against one of the best guys in the world. I mean, Conor is just a master at controlling range. And not only is he a master at controlling range, he's a master of range deception and trickery. You know what I mean? He does an extremely good job. A lot of people think that the kicks he does, the traditional martial arts kicks he does, is they think it's something dangerous, and it can be, but he does that to widen the range, and he's incredible at running people into that counter too. So he kicks a lot with those traditional martial arts kicks to open up the range to widen the gap a lot more. So. And if you watch, he did that with Dustin the first time. He opened up with a hook kick, right? And it kind of pushed Dustin to one side, and then he cut him off again with the backside kick. So he was basically just corralling him with big kicks, and it made Dustin become very, very linear. And he kind of stopped moving his feet because Conor was corralling him with kicks, and that's when Conor came in with the punches, man. And he's got real power. And he's a sniper. He's very, very sharp with his punches. The short answer is I feel like Dustin's got to get in on the inside and make this a dogfight early. If he fits in, he's got to fit in and really come back up to punch. He's just got to make it nasty, in my opinion, at least in the first round to get Conor settled into the fight, because Conor's most dangerous early, right? Like once you get him settled in, you've seen chinks in the armor. But if I'm Dustin, my only goal in this fight is to get out of the first round. Once I get out of the first round, I feel like he's going to be able to get some stuff going because Conor's not going to be as twitchy. I think he should try to wrestle to get in close, but I don't think he's going to take Conor down, man. Like if you watch at the time, everybody gave Conor so much shit because he got taken down, by Khabib so easily. But dude, after as we watched that unfold, we've seen what Khabib did to Gaethje. We've seen what he did to Dustin. We've seen and Conor by far put up the best fight, especially in the takedown defense area, right? So like at the time it wasn't a big deal, but looking back on it, you're like, fuck, his takedown defense is really good. And Dustin is not known to be a wrestler. I don't think he's going to be able to get Conor down, so I wouldn't use that to waste energy. I would use that to get in close, to come back up and start punching. He needs to use the wrestling to close the gap, not to wrestle, if that makes any sense at all. He needs to blend the wrestling with the strikes together. I'm not gonna pick a winner because I really like both of these guys, and but if Conor wins, I feel like it'll be early. I think he needs to snipe him out a little bit. I do feel like if Dustin can get out of the first round, I feel like he's going to be in a little bit better business, and at times Dustin can be a little bit too hittable. And that can't happen
this time around, and he's a smart dude. He knows this. You know what I mean? I'm not saying anything that him and his team don't already know. All that being said, Dustin is also one of the best in the world at dragging fights into the deep end and making them ugly.